When you're selecting keywords, you want to choose keywords that have a high search volume and a low competition. What do I mean by low competition? I mean, like, everybody is sort of fighting for a place on Google, right? Google is the SEO organic results are getting competitive because there's every day more and more e-commerces. There's every day more and more IT businesses. There's, everybody's competing for a place out there. So when I talk about competition, I'm talking about how difficult it is to rank for that keyword. And what we want to go for is for keywords that have a high search volume and a low competition. So I'll give you an example to make this clear. One of my clients was looking to create a holiday gifts guide. They are in e-commerce, and I was looking at some keywords they could use. So let's take a look at these keywords here. Gift ideas for women. This is the competition. This is what these colors here are indicating. It goes from 0 to 100. Okay, so the closer to 100, the more sort of orangish it becomes. This term here has a really high search volume, right? 28K per month, but it's also a very competitive term. So I wouldn't go for it, because if I'm a new website, especially if I'm a website that is not that popular yet, it's going to be really difficult to rank for this term. So what we decided to go for is for terms that have a little bit of a lower search volume, but that are also easy to rank for, that have a low competition. The tools that I gave you, the links that I showed you guys in the previous slides, all of them show search volume and competition. So you are able to see that on whichever tool you're choosing. Look at these two ideas here. Retirement. Yes? Questions coming?
Question here. So when you put in the search, is it that you just put in gift ideas and then it gave you other keywords, or did you actually put these individual sentences in? You did.
Yeah, that's a good question. So what I did there is I put gift ideas for women. I think that's how I searched for. Every SEO tool that you're going to use, they're always going to have a related keywords section, and that's what you should look at. Because sometimes when we are thinking about keywords, we tend to go very generic. Even gift ideas for women, it's also quite generic. It's a big, broad term. We don't really think about specific stuff that people could also be thinking about, also could be searching about, and that would be great for us to rank for. And these are awesome examples. Retirement gift ideas for women over 50. It's a low competition, and it's a very good search volume. So answering to your question, Tash, in every SEO tool, you're always going to have a related keyword section where you can find those hidden gems that you didn't think about, but they are awesome for your list. And now you can ask, okay, what is a good search volume? I cannot tell you that. And that's because every industry has a different benchmark. This is something that you have to, with your team, or if you're a one-man band, whatever, you have to find it for yourself. The best thing of doing is looking at the competitors and what they rank for, and what is realistic for you to go for. But if you're just getting started, you can definitely go for terms that are even less than 1,000K search volume, and use them for blog posts or any other content or product pages. Actually, these gift ideas for women over 50, they are perfect example of a keyword we could go for in a blog post, for example, and or a landing page or anything like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting keywords to optimize my website for, and I'm going to show you in a second where you're going to put all these keywords. Okay, cool. This is getting complicated, but where you're going to put your keywords? There are certain places that you absolutely must include your keywords for Google to understand what your website is about. Let's say you're in e-commerce and you sell, I don't know, hiking gear, okay? Add your primary keyword, which probably be hiking gear, in your title tag and description. This is, remember that I show you in one of the previous slides where I do that. That's in the SEO section of your platform, the platform that you use to manage your website. You're going to include that keyword in the URL of your website or of the page in your website. You're going to include it in a heading of your website, and you're going to include it in the content of that page. Why? Again, because what I'm doing here is I'm telling Google, hey, Google, this is what my website is about. There's a lot of indicators here that you can read and understand and index and show my website whenever people are looking for that. I chose one example to show you guys from Moz. Moz is an awesome resource about SEO. So moz.com, if you guys want to learn more about SEO. One of their blog posts is called On-Page SEO Ranking Factors. And observe how they have this keyword on their meta title, on their description, on their URL, right? The URL of the page, where the page is located in the website. It's here, On-Page Factors. They have it in the heading, and they have it in the content. Am I going too fast, or how you guys feel about all that? Does it sound a bit complicated? Just let me know in the chat if you have any questions. But this is all called the metadata. You have to optimize all that. And when I say optimize, really what I'm saying is just add this keyword in the text, add this keyword in these strategic places on the back end of your website. Okay, cool. So I just said you have to include a keyword on the content of the page. But you don't have to include it 20 times. You do not have to. It's crazy. Look what I found. Our company provides software development and consulting services. We're the best software development and consulting services company. Man, they repeat like the same keyword, I don't know, like what, 10 times in a short text? It's crazy. Like, you shouldn't do that. And that's because Google understands when you're trying to force your rankings. This is called keyword stuffing. This means repeating the same keyword over and over and over and over and over again because I want to rank for it. But look, you're not going to rank for it because you're repeating your keyword 100 times. Google understands when you're repeating keywords in an unnatural way. That's how they refer to it. So whoever asks me how many times they should use a keyword in a text, there is not a percentage. It's not, 2 times in a text that has 100 words, whatever. There is not such a thing. You have to include keywords in your text in a natural way, like if you're talking to someone in a natural way, in a way that a normal conversation would happen. Please do not repeat the same keyword so many times in your text. That's something that Google can penalize you for, and that's why I have this emoji crying here. Don't do that, please. Don't do that.